Hey guys, this is Bro back with another Clash Royale video, and in today's video we are going to be playing a deck which can take crowns in one push. It's just one push win, guys. With this deck you definitely got to be pretty passive. Here's the deck. Yes, we are talking about Electro Giant. Electro Giant is one of the easiest decks to play in the meta and hard counters most of the meta decks. It's good against decks like Wall Breakers because you have the Ice Wizard, you have the Goblin Cage. The average elixir cost is too high, I know that, but still, if you consider uh, double elixir and triple elixir, it would be a pretty good deck to play in such situations. So you just need to play single elixir passively and win in double and triple elixir. I've got some. I'm 4-0 in a grand classic challenge with this deck currently. I'll show you the replays here. 1 2 3 4. Let us first watch against 2.6. 2.6 I consider isn't that good in the meta now, but it's good against decks like wall breakers and stuff, so people still consider playing 2.6. So the first tip with this deck I want to give is be passive. Take as much time as you can. You don't need to make the first play. I waited like more than a minute in another match for making my first play, like 1.5 minute, and then you can make the first play. Considering if your opponent has lava hound, you will need some time for making up a strong defensive composition. Against lava hound decks you can set up goblin cages, ice wizard, tornado combination. After seeing three cards, I kinda sussed that it was 2.6 and the hawk confirmed it too. So against 2.6 my main aim was just first coming out of the two minute uh, first 2 minutes of the game, because at that time he could really annoy me with two or three hogs at the map at one time. So my first aim was playing passive throughout that time and getting a king activated. Getting king activation was one of my aims during this time, because a king activation against hog means a lot. Plus, this game is already over now because I have the tornado against an hog rider deck. How fast she would cycle, I still have responses. Once I could just do it with tornado, and at times I can use my goblin cage for it. And in double elixir our cycle would be quite faster, so that wouldn't be a problem either. I went for a Electro Giant here because I knew I was up elixir. I was up like 3 elixir. That's why I went for it, because I didn't really have any other play. I couldn't lightning the tower. I got my king activated there. I'm not perfect with the king activation without taking any damage with the hog. I will try that soon. Anyways, that was just one hit, and as I said, we took his tower within one push. That is almost game. I can double up the speed now. Created some pressure for 3 crown because I didn't wanted to give him any time to take any damage on my tower. This game was first game was pretty easy. I didn't do any superior stuffs or something. I didn't really wanted to like over test things there. As you can see, I tried taking the king activation without taking any damage. That wasn't a success, as I said you, but anyways we win the game. So okay, why did I guess I played on play again. Let's watch. This guy just forfeited, I don't know why, just for saying how was the order. This game shouldn't even count. Why should I even show you all? Just for showing purpose. He wouldn't have won either way, because like he doesn't really have any good counters to the Electro Giant. Here comes the third. Okay, this game, as I said, we can wait a lot of time with this deck. I'm making it 2 times speed. I waited a lot of time in this deck. I waited like 90 seconds before making the first play. We both had a lot of time. We both were waiting to make the first move, more like we both were ready for double elixir. Here we both were just showcasing off emotes. I was just waiting for him to make a play. If he didn't do one, I was about to go for a baby dragon, I guess, in the back. See, as I said, I waited like more than a minute and then made my first play. This is how you can wait with this deck. This deck is super duper heavy, so you double elixir is your friend. Against Golem, it isn't like such. Golem is a easy matchup because you get the tornado, you get the ice wizard, and the goblin brawler cage. Everything you got, everything you need to answer for a Golem. So Golem wasn't the problem. I was surprised seeing the Sparky there. Now the Sparky was the problem for me in this matchup, but still I just lightning the Sparky every time I could. I took the king activation of the Golem there because the fisherman was dangerous. We took like 400 damage on our tower and successfully defended a Golem Sparky push. Not even 400 damage. I'm gonna lightning that Sparky as many times as I could. That was a nice tornado on my end because that got the Sparky killed, which was good for me. The Sparky was a threat, that's why I tornadoed it. Goblin cage in the center against Golem isn't bad. If you have a bomb tower, you shouldn't play it in the center. Bomb tower placements is in the first tile so that everything dies to the bomb tower that bomb. I said you that already. He got a king activation too with my Electro Giant. He used a tornado. I pulled things back just to give my goblin cage more time and Sakil again to one more goblin cage as I knew I would need it against his Sparky. I was ahead in damage, so I was just playing defense all this time. And as I said, we didn't do anything crazy or something, still we won that game just on the basis that game shows how good defenses this deck has. Not only is attacking capabilities, it has a really strong defense. I just made one push, got like 1500 damage on his tower and then played passively the whole game and defended. You can defend like god with this deck because of the defensive structures you got. Baby dragon, barbarian barrel, ice wizard, tornado and the goblin cage all suit on very well on the defense. I like having prince in the deck instead of Dak Prince because you already got a lot of splash damage. The prince give you high DPS. The prince helped me a lot in this matchup because it killed the Mega Knight for me. As you all can see here, the Inferno Dragon would be a problem in this match. If he played it smartly, it would kill my Electro Giant each time. That's why I would have tornado it each time. That wasn't the best of tornadoes. I know that it was a bad play on my end. Shouldn't have tornadoed that, should have rather gone for a baby dragon or something. Anyways, we were down just 400 damage. 400 damage is like nothing with this deck. I was just with this deck, you shouldn't even E-Giant in the back unless you are up like 7 elixir in single elixir, 6 or 7 elixir. That would be a very risky play. I did here because I was up like 5 elixir, I guess. I was up 5 elixir there. That's why I did that. I guess he played ice wizard at 10. I knew his cycle was kinda messed up, so I didn't wanted to give him time to fix his cycle. I almost went for a tornado there, then I remember it's the Electro Giant. It like it's a dead push, I shouldn't support it anymore. You also need to know when to support pushes and when to stop them with this deck, because if you get carried on your pushes, that would be pretty dangerous for you. I had to tornado that because there was a skeleton army on the map. That was a nice ram rider, sensing that I don't have my cage in cycle, but still we were able to defend it. As I said, this deck has a solid defense. Still, I appreciate the ram rider over there because I just used my goblin cage. That was a perfect play to make. I guess I lightninged everything. I missed the ice wizard. That was again a bad play. I'm not playing this game perfectly yet, but still this deck is so strong. in like double and triple elixir, I guess I will make a Electro Giant push in the back near the tower because he has bridge spam. Yeah, as I said, the bandit dies to the Electro Giant, recoils, it barely touched it, so that was good for me. I guess the skeleton army dies to the Electro Giant. I didn't really want it to go for a tornado there. I wanted to save it for the Ram Rider or the Inferno Dragon if he ever goes and I'm like out of air counters. I went lightning there just to cycle because I was down in damage, he was up in damage, so I had to do something. Lightning was my best part because I knew I have strong defenses, I can defend like crazy, but he was starting to poison cycle me. That was like his third poison on my tower, so I was scared that he would just poison cycle me out. That's why I went for a lightning on the tower along, because that was a decent lightning value. Now I went for Electro Giant push. The prince went in ahead wantedly because I wanted to bait him out with the skeleton army first so that the prince would get killed but the Electro Giant would live. So here the Mega Knight died to the prince. See how much damage the Electro Giant does with one shot. The Barbarian Barrel finished the game. As I said, it was just one big push. I played passively the whole time. The last 1 minute, triple elixir time, I made one push, which took like 2000 damage. Here's the deck one more time. Please give it a try yourself. It's a very fun deck to play. As I said, I'm not the best player, still won 4 in a row even after so many bad plays. So think how much wonders you can make with that deck. Alright, this is it for this video. I'll see you next time with another new video. Hope you like this. Subscribe to the channel. I want that 150 subscribers to be done soon. Bye until next time from my side.